Okay, so one of the perks of being at home while we are waiting out Hurricane Irma is that I actually get to cook for lunch. So I am going to do a little bit of a recipe demonstration. I'm going to be cooking some shrimp with some cauliflower rice and vegetables, and I'm going to be using a little bit of ginger to taste. So here we go. As you can see, I'm going to be using the red onion because I like the fact that it's a little bit crisp, and I'm going to show you how to retain some of that crispness. We're going to be using some green pepper. I've already grated the ginger. As you know, I love ginger. The fact that it's actually a pretty good anti-inflammatory and food that's actually deemed a superfood, full of antioxidants as well, good for digestion, good for muscle soreness. So this is something that I love the taste. We're going to be using some mint, some cumin, a little bit of turmeric, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. The rice that I have in terms of the cauliflower, I was able to find at Trader Joe's. They've already shredded the cauliflower, so that takes away from having to prepare that. I'm also going to be using some pearl tomatoes that I'm going to be slicing for color. I always like to have an array of color in my food because I like to cater to both the taste and the presentation of the food. This time I will be using 100% extra virgin olive oil, and the shrimp that I'm using is actually shrimp that's already been peeled, deveined, and unfortunately the tail is still on, but we'll just have fun removing that. And of course I'm going to be using my good old-fashioned wok. So I love cooking in the wok. Okay, so I've actually cut my onion, my green pepper, and tomatoes because I'm going to be sauteing this portion, but you can tell that I've actually left half of the onion and half of the green pepper, and I've set aside some of the tomatoes because I won't be cooking those until much later, because I want them to be able to retain their freshness, crispness, and texture. So these are going to go in for taste and flavor, but these I'm actually going to be putting in later. So I've actually gotten the oil in the wok. It's been heating up so that I can add the spices and start cooking the shrimp, and then we're going to be setting it aside while I cook the cauliflower rice. So to saute the shrimp in, I've actually added the cayenne, the mint, and some fresh garlic.